Syntax is the study of sentence structure. It is how words group together to make phrase and sentence. Syntax is the grammatical structure of sentence. There are four characteristics of syntax. First is generality. All languages have syntax, although they are not the same. Words are combined in specific and restrictive ways. Second is universality. Grammars are alike in fundamental ways. Words are not just strung together, but grouped into constituents. All languages assign such structure of their sentence. Third is creativity. Syntax is creative. The speakers are able to combine words in a novel ways. Fourth is inaccessibility. Grammars are not directly accessible to conscious introspections. What is the function of syntax? The function of syntax is to convey meaning from the sentence. Each language has a specific syntax, so that tells the speakers and the listeners which parts of sentence come. First, to tell them to make sense of what's being said. It is the guideline we use when we're speaking and we're writing, so their sentences are understandable and coherent.
First, let's talk about lexical category, otherwise we know as a part of speech, which will be important for understanding process rules, and process rules will be important to understanding how to draw tree diagram. Lexical category. In lexical category have noun, adjective, verb, adverb, determinant, and adposition. For noun is for person, place, or things. For example, like cats, cars, and swimming pool. And for adjective is always with noun, because adjective describe noun. For example, like small, huge, and good. And verb is in the action of the sentence. For example, like swimming and cooking. And pronouns similar to noun. Pronouns are always pointing to someone or something. For example, like you, she, he, and it. Determiner is a word that introduces a noun. For example, like the, and an. And adposition is a call for terms for preposition and post-preposition. For preposition is come before complement, for example, like in, under, and of. And postposition comes before complement, like ago, notwithstanding. Thank you.
In English language, there is a word order that is set in stone for most types of sentences. Of course, there are always exceptions, but most of the time, standard English sentences will follow an SVO word order. Subject, verb, object. As in, the boy looks outside of the window. In this example sentence, we have the subject boy, the verb look, and the object outside. So now, let's talk phrase structure rules. It's the phrase structure rules that basically tell you how you can combine those elements and which order are acceptable to form sentences in the language. So here are the phrase structure rules. The first one is SROW-NP-VP. That means sentence consists of noun phrase, verb phrase. To have well-formed acceptable sentence, you must have the noun phrase followed by the verb phrase. So, what goes in noun phrase? Noun phrase consists of a noun. Minimally, you have a noun. You could have determinant, adjective, and preposition of phrase. They are optional. For example, the red house on the corner. Next, preposition of phrase. Preposition of phrase consists preposition and noun phrase, as in near the pool. And the last one, verb phrase. Minimally, in verb phrase consists of verb, but very often in English you get more than a verb. You get optionally noun phrase, preposition of phrase, and adverb. For example, he ran in the field quickly.
This is an English grammar syntax tree used by linguistics to plot the structure of sentences. You may not often encounter a syntax tree, but knowing how to draw one is rather useful and will help you to understand sentence structure. So let me walk you through how to draw an effective tree diagram. The first thing you have to do is to put an S up top, that means sentence. Next, remember the phrase structure rules that a sentence minimally consists of a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Let's make a diagram from the sentence, the man hit the ball. The man hit the ball. The man is a noun phrase. Hit the ball is a verb phrase. The is determinant. Man is noun. Hit is verb. The is determinant and ball is the noun. This is an English grammar syntax tree used by linguistics to plot the structure of sentences. You may not often encounter a syntax tree, but knowing how to draw one is rather useful and will help you to understand sentence structure. So let me walk you through how to draw an effective tree diagram. The first thing you have to do is to put an S up top, that means sentence. Next, remember the phrase structure rules that a sentence minimally consists of a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Let's make a diagram from the sentence, the man hit the ball. The man hit the ball. The man is a noun phrase. Hit the ball is a verb phrase. The is determinant. Man is noun. Hit is verb. The is determinant and ball is the noun.